Hello dear viewers, my name is Nino and today we're taking a closer look at the Oukitel K6000 Plus. The K6000 Plus currently costs around €190. It offers an Android 7.0 operating system. The CPU is an MTK6750T 64-bit 8-core, at each core at 1.5 GHz. We have 4 GB of RAM, 64 GB of internal storage which can be expanded via microSD card. However, you have to be aware that if you want to use a microSD card, you have to sacrifice one of your SIM card slots. It can support 2 SIM cards at the same time, but if you want that microSD card, you're gonna have to put it instead of the second SIM card. The display size is a 5.5-inch screen and we have a 1080p resolution which looks really nice. The front camera is an 8 megapixel, the back camera is a 16 megapixel, and one of the main features of this phone is its huge battery size, namely the 6080 mAh battery. However, you have to consider the fact that this battery will only last you around a day and a half, since this phone has a pretty nice and big screen which will suck out most of the energy. Unless you're really conservative with your use, then you'll be able to squeeze 2 days out of it. Other than that, all the features in here are standard for the features in this price category. We have 4G of course, we have GPS, etc, etc. Now when we take a closer look at the phone, we will notice several things. First, we have an actual physical home button on the phone, which is really nice. We also have a notification LED, and the touch buttons next to the home button are actually illuminated, which is really nice again. The home button also acts as an actual fingerprint sensor. This comes with advantages and disadvantages. Now the advantage is that you can see where you're putting your finger. The disadvantage is that the operation system is actually attempting to first figure out if you are trying to press the home button or if you wanted to scan your fingerprint. So what happens here is that if you want your fingerprint scanned, you're gonna have to be patient because it takes up to 1.5 seconds for it to react to that. The stock Android we're working with is nice, clean, without any kind of bloatware, so I was really happy with that. It feels to me like the space in which we have to operate with our finger is smaller. So overall, I would actually give this fingerprint sensor a thumbs down. If it's not only slow, but it feels like you have to be perfectly positioned on it, otherwise it doesn't work. And sometimes it seemed to me like I had to actually first remove my finger before it would start the screen. It wouldn't just do it as soon as it detected the finger. There's some weird kinks that they will probably fix with some firmware up. The cameras on the phone are nothing impressive. Unfortunately, the HDR makes the picture brighter, but it does make the colors look more unnatural. And overall, the quality of the camera is just nothing to be showing off. I would have liked to see a different camera. However, this is where most of the companies save when they make these phones. When you test the hardware, Antutu will give you a 44,000.5 point count, and that is very good. That means that this phone is going to be able to crush pretty much every task you throw at it. Multitasking is no problem, games are no problem. The screen is nice and crisp, it is bright enough, and at 1080p it just feels nicer than a 720p screen, especially if you need to go close to the screen. And games work just as you would expect, absolutely perfectly without any kind of issues. So ultimately the question here is, who should I recommend this phone to? And the truth is that anyone will be happy with this phone. This is actually quite a good device. It offers a lot of features that we're used to. It is very fast, it is very responsive, and has absolutely no problems with any kind of tasks you throw at it. The question is, in this price range, which phone appeals the most to you? To be honest, there are a lot of phones here, and all of these phones in this price range offer many good arguments to buy them. So am I recommending this phone? Sure, take a look at it. I think it's a really nice phone. You're surely going to enjoy using it. I'd like to thank you for watching my video, and if you're interested to buy the phone or just want to take a look at what it currently costs, you'll find an actual link to the phone in the description. Thanks for watching and have a great day.